Hey there, welcome to this ukulele tutorial for the play-along videos of Arcade as performed by Duncan Laurence and featuring FLETCHER. This was a request for the channel and I was happy to do it. What we're going to do in this video is first of all look at the chords you need for GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. Then we'll take a look at the chords you need for baritone ukulele, and then we'll talk about strumming quickly at the end. If you like the chords that you see in this song and the way that it works out, you can actually download the tabs, or what I actually call a chord chart for the song, at UkeStuff.info, which is my blog, and it is on that page alphabetically as a PDF. If you want to support the work here on the channel, there are three things you can do. First of all, you can like this video. Second, you can subscribe to the channel. And third, you can always buy me a cup of coffee to say thank you for making this content at buymeacoffee.com/ukestuff. All right, let's begin with the chords you need for GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. I'll be using this instrument today. This is a Tom TUC-B1. It's a solid top mahogany, laminate mahogany, back and sides with a black stain. All right, so the first chord you're going to need is the F chord. Then you'll need the G chord. Now, the next chord you'll need is the E minor chord. I want to show you two ways to play it. The first one is just your standard E minor shape, putting the first finger on the first string, second fret, and just waterfalling it down. That's what I tell my students. However, a lot of times in this song, you're going to be moving from G to E minor, and there's a shortcut. So if you play your G chord, add your pinky to the third string, fourth fret. So leave the G chord down, add your pinky, and you also get that same E minor chord. Works out really well. The next chord you need is the A minor chord, then the D minor chord. The D minor chord is not that hard, it's just your F chord with an extra finger added. And then the final chord you need is the C chord. All right, those are the chords you need to play Arcade on GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. Now let's talk about the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele. All right, for baritone, I'll be using this instrument. This is my mainland baritone. It has a solid cedar top and solid rosewood back and sides. The first chord is the F chord, and it's the hardest chord here, and it's actually probably the most important because this is the chord that the song is centered around, is this F chord. So how are you going to do that? Most easily, by the way, F is where a lot of people give up on baritone and guitar. It's the same chord on guitar as well. First thing you're going to do is put your first finger across strings 1 and 2 right above the middle first fret. Do not be way up here. Be right above the middle first fret and just pull against the fretboard while supporting the ukulele with your strumming hand. Then that should cut off most of the sound for those two notes, and then you could just add your thumb for a little bit of support. When you're playing a bar chord, you shouldn't feel like you're pressing like a vice. Most of it should come from pulling against the headstock, which is just natural force helping you out, leverage. Then you add 2 fingers to it, and that's your F chord. The next chord you need is the G chord, then the E minor chord, then the A minor chord. Again, the A minor chord is just like the C chord, but add 1 finger to it. Then the D minor chord. That one may take a little bit of practice. First finger on the first string, first fret, second finger on the third string, second fret, and third finger on the second string, third fret. And then finally, your C chord. And those are the chords you need to play Arcade on baritone DGBE ukulele. Now let's talk about strumming. Now, as it comes to strumming, let me remind you that there was no ukulele in the original version of this song, so there is not one single right answer. Please start from that point. Just know that whatever you play, as long as it sounds good to you and it fits with the chords and it fits with the style of the song and you're in tempo, that's all that matters. There are really only 2 things going on here that I hear if I was going to play along, and I'll show you what they are. The first are just single strums. I usually use my thumb for that sort of thing rather than a finger. Just as a nice strong feeling when it's your thumb. So you'll have single strums. The F chord, eventually the G chord, add the pinky on GCEA, or to the E minor chord, and then to the F chord. That's a lot of the song, are single strums, and this play along tells you when to play those single strums. Now, how about the rest of the song? What I would do is this. Down, down, up, chuck. Down, down, up, chuck. Now, if you've never chucked before, chucking is simply hitting all the strings with all your fingers and then just stopping it with the palm of your hand. It's also called a palm mute, sometimes called chunking. So down, down, up, chunk, down, down, up, chunk, down, down, up, chunk, down, down, up, chunk. And then the sequence kind of goes like this: A minor, G, C, F. And I think there's 2 Fs. Like that. So again, it's A minor, down, down, up, chuck, G, down, down, up, chuck, then C, down, down, up, chuck, and then an F, down, down, up, chuck. All right, so if you can play those chords and you can play those 2 patterns just strumming and then going down, down, up, chuck, that's all you need to do to be successful on arcade. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.